Grand Rising, everyone. Happy new day to you. I pray that everyone is having a blessed start to their day, a glorious start to their day. Welcome to everyone overseas and in America. To all of my new subscribers, welcome. To all of my returning subscribers, welcome back. Your support is greatly appreciated. It does not go unnoticed. I see it, I feel it, and I love it. Thank you all for continuing to support this channel, this community, and me. I'm sending love out to everyone, okay? So I have a message on today for the chosen ones, okay? For anyone who may have identified as the black sheep of the family in childhood or as the scapegoat, I have a message for you, and this message is not going to resonate for everyone. Take what does resonate, leave what does not, okay? I want you to know first and foremost that you are not crazy. People in your family may have at some point or points tried to make it seem like you were crazy. They may have tried to make it seem like you were tripping or making things up or imagining things or what have you, but you weren't, and you're not. Okay? I want to start there. You are not crazy. You were not crazy. They were how they were with you because they don't like you. You cannot trust your family members, some of you siblings, sisters, brothers, okay, cousins, aunts, uncles, parents, okay? Take it how it resonates. They tried to make it seem like you were the one that was always just going against the grain. Like you were the one who was always so different, but in a crazy way. And it's really because you are different. It's really because you're cut from a different cloth. It's really because in this lifetime, yes, you were born into this family, but you are really not from here or this family, okay? There was some karmic debt that needed to be repaid. There were some things that needed to be healed on a soul level. Ancestral healing. I'm hearing something about ancestral healing, ancestral debt. There was something that needed to be done, which is why you chose to come back into this particular family, but you are different. You are different because you are the chosen one. And whomever I'm talking to, your ancestors knew. Your grandmother knew. Your big mama knew. Your grandfather knew. Your great grandparents, they knew. They knew that it would be you. They knew that you would be the one who would be different. They knew that you would be the one who could heal the traumas of this bloodline and of this lineage. They knew that it would be you who would not only heal the generational trauma, but you would start your own lineage in which the generational traumas of the past and of your ancestors would not affect future generations because of you. They knew that it would be you. And that is what makes you different. Or the fact that you are different is why they knew that it would be you. Okay? And so growing up, you may have been bullied or teased within your own family. It's because, first of all, these karmic family members you were in a previous lifetime with, okay? And there were lessons that needed to be learned so that you could ascend and not have to come back and repeat these lessons. Okay, cool. But from a physical standpoint, it's like they've always been able to sense something different about your energy. They just could not put their finger on it. And this triggered their insecurities. Okay? Whomever I'm speaking to, you, my love, are a trigger for a lot of people's insecurities. Okay? You may even be what some would consider walking karma, because you're so highly protected, so blessed, so favored that if anyone even has an evil or malicious thought against you, their karma is expeditious. It backfires expeditiously at lightning speed. And there's an energy of envy and jealousy, but it's rooted in insecurity and lack of understanding, as well as a lack of love for self. All right. And I feel like you're already breaking generational curses. You may come from a family of, if you're a female, you may come from a family of women who have never been married, never been wifed up, and maybe you're married. If you're a male, you may come from a family of men who, I don't know, never been married, have multiple women, multiple kids with multiple different women, and I'm not judging, okay, to each his own. A family of men who never really had a stable job, and maybe you're doing so well in life. You have this stability in your finances, in your income, a stable job. You went to college, got a college education, etc., etc. Breaking generational curses. And they knew that it would be you who would be able to do these things. And there's a jealousy there because they didn't have what it takes to do it themselves. There's a jealousy there because they didn't have what it takes to stand on their own 2 feet, to go out into the world, face the world, and do all that is necessary in the way that you have. They allowed fear to stop them. They allowed their inability to just break the chains and set themselves free. They lacked the ability to do the healing that was necessary to move forward. They chose to remain where they were. And so today they may look at you and feel like you think you're better. And no, it's not that you think you're better. They think you're better. They are projecting their own insecurities and fears and failures onto you. What I will say to any chosen one that has to deal with this is, and of course we all have free will. And of course, going no contact or cutting everyone off isn't going to be as easy for some as it is for others. But I've said it before and I will say it again. You cannot heal in the same environment in which you got sick around the same people who made you sick. So if you're someone who grew up or was raised by a narcissistic parent, you cannot heal around that narcissistic parent. You cannot heal in that environment. You cannot heal with them in your space. Okay. If you are someone who once had issues and struggles with substance, you cannot heal in an environment around people who still use substance. You understand? And so sometimes separation, well, first of all, we know that elevation requires separation. Okay? And sometimes separation is the only option to totally and completely disconnect and separate. And sometimes for some people that can be hard. Like, I'll never say that that is easy. I acknowledge the difficulty in that. But a lot of times when you are the chosen one who has had to endure certain things from the people who were supposed to love you, separation is sometimes the only option. Okay. You'll find that, especially for those who separated and continued on to elevate, you'll find that your elevation was in the separation. You were able to elevate yourself and heal yourself because of the disconnect. But no matter how much someone tries to make you think you're crazy or try to make other people think you are crazy, you are not crazy. I feel like there are some people that I'm talking to who, you know, you were the black sheep, but maybe your sister or your brother was the golden child. And that golden child may or may not have turned out to be everything that the parents wanted or whatever. But at the same time, one of your worst enemies, like the golden child, your sister, your brother, possibly could have turned out to be like your worst enemy, or someone that you can't really trust because they align with the narcissistic parent. They are the parent's favorite child. You are not crazy. The parents will say, no, I don't show favoritism. I don't favor one of my kids over the other. I love both of them. That is your imagination. You're tripping. You're crazy. Something is wrong with you. You're lying. No, you're not crazy. You're not tripping. You're not imagining things. Okay? There was favoritism. And that is okay. And when you were young, when you were a child, there was absolutely nothing that you could do about it. But as an adult today, you have a responsibility to heal. And a part of that healing is nurturing and mothering the inner child. Nurturing, loving, mothering, and fathering that inner child that did not get that love as a child. There are some inner child wounds that are still in play currently that need to be addressed, because these wounds, these things are affecting some even in their lives today, whether it is in your relationships, your connections, on your job, what have you. Okay? There still may be some things that need to be addressed there. And so if you're someone who you find that you keep running into the same kind of energy, but in a different avatar, and it never seems to work out, or as soon as something gets good, you begin to self-sabotage, because it's too good to be true and you want to be out before you get hurt. Those are inner child wounds. There's healing that needs to take place, okay? There is still healing that needs to happen and be done. All right. Now, I don't know who this message is for. I do pray that it reaches you. And I pray that it provides some level of clarity to what may be going on with you currently. All right. I don't know who it's for, but I pray that it reaches you. Until next time, peace.